Have you ever wanted to play Skyrim in a remastered slash remade way? I don't know about you, but ever since I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, I just wanted that same feeling for Skyrim. Well, I'm proud to announce you guys can be able to download a full-fledged remade version of Skyrim thanks to Team Novus. Team Novus brought us a beautiful mod pack with different gameplay changes, graphical changes, and so much more. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to download it all. So without further ado, let's get straight into the prerequisites of today's video. So the first thing you're going to need is a clean install legal Steam version of Skyrim with the Anniversary Edition because you need all of the Creation Club content. This does not work for cracked versions of Skyrim or even the GOG version of Skyrim. I believe it's what it's called. You need the legal Steam version with the Anniversary upgrade. Also, I just want to quickly clarify, no, you cannot get this mod pack on console. I wish you could, but you just can't. Most of you watching are on PC anyway, so I just wanted to clear that up. The next thing you're going to need is at least 300 to 500 gigabytes of storage. I know that's a lot, but for this mod pack, you are downloading 1,000+ mods, so you are going to need the gigabytes for that. Now, 345 gigabytes is the recommended install for the regular Performance Redux version, but as for like 500 gigabytes, it's for Ultra, so you're going to need that amount of space. For the last thing before we get to installing this mod, you want to go ahead and go to the Nexus Mods website and make yourself an account. Also, get the premium. Now, you can download this mod pack without getting premium, but it's just so much harder because you got to manually click the download button for each mod you want to download. With the premium, you just basically auto install all the mods and not have to worry about anything. So for the first thing you're going to want to do to install this mod, you want to go ahead and navigate to novus.net. I will leave it linked in the description down below to make your lives easier. Also, you want to go ahead and come to where, for me, it says truly AJ00, but for you, it's going to say like log in or make an account. You want to go ahead and make an account. This is extremely important to get the mod up and running because they're going to ask you during the installation process, make an account. Just do it, please. That's the only way you'll get this mod up and running. Okay, so once you actually sign in, you're going to want to go ahead and click auto installer. Now, I forgot to mention, but in order to install this mod correctly, you cannot install it in your main C drive. You need to install it in a separate external drive. So make sure you have a drive big enough to install it on there separately. Don't worry, your Skyrim game itself does not have to be in a separate drive, only the mod. Okay, now these are some optional requirements, but I highly recommend you download and install them. The .NET 5.0 SDK, download that. Also the Visual C++, you know, it's for Windows, so just download that as well. These are extremely important to get the mod up and running. And as for my NVIDIA users, you're going to want to go ahead and right click on your desktop, show more options, and go into the NVIDIA control panel. And then you're going to want to navigate to manage 3D settings. I'm already on here. You want to select program settings, and then it should find your Skyrim. If Skyrim's not selected, go ahead and click the little drop down arrow and find the Skyrim.exe, not the launcher, but the game itself. So once you are here, you want to navigate to power management mode. You want to select it and prefer maximum performance. Click on that, and then you want to go all the way down here and click apply. Now we can actually start step 4 and actually get to installing the mod. Okay, so now go ahead and click here to download the latest version of the Novus dashboard. So download link right here, click on that, and it should start downloading. And once that's done downloading, we're going to go ahead and make a folder on our E drive. For me, that is my separate drive. So like I said earlier, you want to install this mod on a separate external drive. So you want to go ahead and make a folder on your separate external drive. Name it Novus Ascension. Go ahead and click into it. Then once you actually open up this Novus Ascension folder, you're going to want to go ahead and go to downloads, hover over your downloads, right click on it, and then open a new window. As for my case, I already have it open on this window. Then you want to grab the Novus updater and drag it into the Novus Ascension folder. I already did it. So once you do that, you can just then go ahead and open up the Novus updater. And now it's going to bring you to the Novus dashboard. So I can go ahead and minimize this. And as you can see, it says select your Skyrim Special Edition install directory. So what you're going to want to do is click the three dots, navigate to where you have your Steam folder. In my case, it's this PC, my E drive, Steam, Steam apps, common, Skyrim Special Edition. Okay, now you can click auto detect, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'll just go ahead and manually do it. So once you do that, go ahead and click next on the bottom right. And over here on this screen, you want to go ahead and sign into your Nexus account. Now this is where the premium comes to play and all that stuff. So go ahead and sign in. I'm about to do that right now. Okay, once you sign into the Nexus mod account, click on next. And now here is the importance of making a Novus account on the Novus website, because now they're going to ask you for your username and password. Luckily, I already know mine, so I'm going to put it in. And then once you log in, click on next, and it's going to bring you here to actually downloading and installing the mod you want. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose the Novus Ascension because this is the most stable version. The other one is still in beta, but if you want to go ahead and download Novus Awakening, just go ahead and download that one. But since I want a stable playthrough where I want to play the game from beginning to end, I'm just going to click on Novus Ascension. And on this page, it's going to automatically detect your folders. So just click continue. So for this page, this is just your performance and how you want the game to run and stuff like that. For me, I'm just going to keep everything default because I'm confident in my PC that I can run it. But for you guys, you may want to change the variant to Redux. For me, I'm going to keep it on Ultra. As for this page, this is just some additional settings, whether you want to enable like basically nudity, stuff like that, hardcore mode, fantasy mode, stuff like that. Most of this stuff is basically preference based. It's based on you, whether you want it, how your play style is going to be. So yeah. Now for this page, it says select your ENB. What is an ENB? Basically, it's graphics and how you want the game to look. As you click down here in the drop down menu, there is a lot. For me, I'm just going to keep it at Pycho, the default. I think it looks the best, honestly, in my opinion. So I'm just going to keep it there. The next page is basically a file size configuration, just confirming that you want the files to be installed and stuff like that. So I'm just going to click on continue. Yes. Download location. Now this is important. This is obviously we want to click on Nexus because we're using Nexus mods. Okay, now for the very last page, it's basically going to be an installation summary on what you chose, the different options and stuff like that. Everything looks good to me, so I can get started into installing the mod finally. Okay, so once the mod pack actually finishes installing, you are going to get this error. Now, not everybody gets this error, but I got this error and I'm kind of happy I did, so I can show you how to fix it. So it is the high poly head. So all you're going to want to do is go into novus.net, and then once you're here, search for high poly head. And then once you search it up, go ahead and download the high poly head file. Now, once it actually finishes downloading, what you're going to want to do is navigate to your Novus Ascension folder that we created on the external hard drive, go to cache, downloads, and then drag in that zip file into the downloads folder, just like this. Now, once you're done with that, go ahead and go back to the dashboard, hit retry, and then from here, you can just click resume. And then once you resume, it's going to then start downloading the high poly head. And once that's done, you should be good to hit manage instances. And now, congratulations, you have successfully installed Novus Ascension. Let's go ahead and click play. Sometimes when you actually do click play, this error might come up. Just don't worry about it. Hit OK. And then all you have to do is just check to see if everything's good. Everything looks good. Then click switch to this instance. As soon as it runs, it's going to open up this software called Mod Organizer. Now, don't be scared. I know it looks intimidating, but this is literally how you're going to run the mod. Just click that big fat run button. Okay. Also, it's going to say unlock. Do not click that at all. Just let it do its thing and let it run. Another thing, if you ever want to run the game again or Mod Organizer, all you have to do is run the Novus dashboard. Now, once the game actually runs, it's not supposed to look like this. Mine is zoomed in for some reason, and I had to fix it, which some of you may have this same situation happen to you. So this is how you fix it. Also, it may not let you exit, so just click Alt Tab. Okay, so to fix the problem, all you're going to want to do is go to your SSD where you created your Novus Ascension folder, go into it, go into the Instances folder, then to Novus Ascension, Stock Game, and then right click on the Skyrim.exe and then click Properties. And then it should take you to this little page here. Go on Compatibility and then change your DPI settings, hit the check mark, click OK, and that's how you fix it. Now, before you actually start playing the game, another thing I forgot to mention is in Mod Organizer, what you're going to want to do is go to the filter area, type in TK, and then it should pop up TK Dodge RE. Right click on it and then open in Explorer. What you're going to want to do is go to SKSE plugins and then open up this TK Dodge RE with your notepad. And then by default, I think this number is going to be 42 or 47. I forgot. But just change it to 56 and you should be good to go. And then click on File, Save, and then exit. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, you now have Skyrim, Novus Ascension, or Awakening, whichever one you chose, now installed. I hope you enjoy your game, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and goodbye.